Hello world, back to the quantum physics. This is going to be a sort of like a study. I'm going to just be like doing what I normally do, but kind of throwing this in every so often, because this is good to understand. It's going to make sense with all the energy that we deal with and understanding how things are attracting to us, understanding this point zero energy field, this ether that we're in, how we're surrounded by all energy. But let's go back a little bit to 1600 and talk about Isaac Newton, Sir Isaac Newton. He's the father, even though there were people that was kind of starting to unravel this way before him, like Galileo and Aristotle. They was starting this, but Isaac Newton was really like the father of classical mechanics. And basically classical mechanics is studying the macroscopic things, like objects, like a ball, a car, a train, a plane, a rocket. We can really study this thing and measure it. For instance, if I chunk a ball with this type of force, we can measure the speed and when it's going to land. If somebody shoots a rocket, you can time it and tell when it's going to hit a certain place or area. We can measure the speed of a train from one distance to the next distance and time it accurately like that. So that's the basics of classical mechanics and Isaac Newton with the 3 laws of motion. Now let's go into the father of quantum physics, which is Max Planck, and that was in 1900. And I think it was 1918 or something, he won a Nobel Prize for his study of atomic and subatomic particles, quanti packets, just quantum physics, theory, mechanics, and all that. Even though you have like other people like Einstein, Niels Bohr, the Schrodinger, and also Heisenberg principle. And all this stuff is going to make sense whenever we can get to the bottom of things and understanding the building blocks of matter and understand how this world is operating. And basically like this, it's one thing to know how things working. It's one thing to know how things are working. Like we know the earth is here and we know that there's things operating. We know this, but then there's another thing to really understand how all this comes together and makes sense. So we're going to sort of dip and dab into it, and it's all going to start clicking when we start talking about energy, laws of attraction, how we attract different things, and how everything is energy, everything is made up of these particles and everything. Then you start knowing how to use them if you understand them. So yeah, this quantum stuff, it really kind of made sense on my journey, because now I was like, this science kind of meets spirituality, understanding how things exist and how they are and how they move, the building blocks and everything, it made everything start to come together on my journey. So it's a lot of stuff when it comes to the quantum physics and stuff that we might not use, but then there's some quite a few of them, because quantum this, quantum that, quantum this, quantum that, it goes on. But there's quite a few of them that we're gonna get to know that's really gonna make sense and help us understand as we navigate through this world. Hello, world.